Welcome to another Foolish Thoughts episode. This is Joseph Barone, aka A Fool for Learning, and our foolish thought for today is retirement, professionally delinking slowly. For almost 40 years, I was in the learning and training field. And during that time, and I think pretty much for almost the 40 years, I was a member of the Association for Talent Development, ATD, formerly known as the American Society for Training and Development, ASTD. And although I wasn't active in the sense of I became a member of a chapter, I was actively involved in the chapter, etc. I paid my dues, and just as important, I read the articles from their monthly journal. I didn't read every article, but I would read, at least two or three articles and all the short things that they had. And I paid for this pretty much for on my own over the years. I think I got a couple of years that my organization paid for it. Then every couple of years, I would go to one of their international conferences, which was not only a great way to learn about the latest trends, etc., but also a great way to see the latest products at their vendor expo. Now, when I left my last organization, I purchased a 5-year membership, as it would take me past the age of 62, the age of retirement. So just after I turned 62, I started to receive emails from ATD reminding me to renew my membership. And I knew I wasn't going to go back by that time. I really wasn't going to go back to do it full time, maybe part time, maybe not. But I just wasn't going to go back. I closed my consulting firm. I'd come to the end of working for the Montgomery County Board of Elections, and just decided I'm not going to go. However, I decided I really needed to slowly delink or ease my way out of the profession. And with that in mind, and because of receiving these emails, I decided to explore the ATD membership options, especially to see if there was some sort of retiree or senior discount. And when I looked at the membership options, I determined first I wasn't going to pay the regular membership fee, which was about $300. However, there was a senior option. But because I wasn't 65, I was only 62, I didn't qualify. And so I continued to receive emails to renew my membership, but I wasn't going to do it. But one of the emails I received had a link in it in which I could write to ATD and explain to them why I wasn't going to be renewing my membership. And so I clicked on the link and I wrote to them explaining, hey, I'm retired. I want to ease my way out. I'd love to get a 1-year subscription or 1-year membership with your organization, but I really wasn't going to pay the full price. I am retired and, would love to do the retiree or senior membership, but I didn't qualify because of the age. And so I just kind of sent it in, great, and didn't think anything of it. But about 3 weeks later, I received an email from their membership person thanking me for my comments and my response, and basically said, "Hey, listen, if you want to do one more year, go ahead and do the senior option. Even though you're not 65, we're going to let it go through. Not a problem." And so I went ahead and I subscribed or became a member for one more year, and then sent her a note saying, "Thank you very much for your response. I really appreciate it, and I have renewed my membership." Now, one of the things what's going to happen when you decide to retire is that you may find you can go cold turkey and with some of the activities and organizations you were a part of, and just simply stop all membership. You not miss it, you just drop it, and boom, it's done. However, there may be other areas in your life, professionally or otherwise, that you just can't slowly do cold turkey, just drop everything and walk away. You need to slowly delink yourself. And you may need to do this over a period of a couple of months, kind of get yourself out of it. And for me, that's what I needed to do with being a training professional or in the profession. This 1-year membership at the senior rate was a great idea for me to ease myself out of the training profession and more into retirement. Hopefully, I've given you something to think about. And if you've learned something from this episode, please take a moment to comment, subscribe, uh, like, or even share with a friend. And to learn more about me, you can Find me on LinkedIn if you wish. And this is Joseph Barone, aka A Fool for Learning, signing out. Remember, learn, perform, succeed.